The world's biggest beach party has put Williamsburg, Iowa on the map. But it's also pumped some needed money into the local economy. Gene and Jan's convenience store is just one local business, taking in some extra cash from the beach stash.
We've had a lot of traffic through here. We've had a lot of business. Yesterday was probably one of our biggest days we've had in the 3 years we've been open. So I think it's helped me here immensely, and I believe it's helped the other merchants in town also.
Although beer flows freely at the beach, local bars also benefit from additional business.
It's helped out a lot this year, and it did last year also. It's good for the town.
And motel managers say beachgoers booked beds up to 3 months in advance.
It helped all the motels within 25 miles here. Supposedly it filled them all up, and that's good for business.
Organizers say this event is a big splash for the whole state.
I talked to truck stops and gas stations outside the counties, and even last year they said that business was good for them. So it's something that goes beyond the boundaries of Williamsburg and Iowa County.
With all this success, sun seekers and shopkeepers can't wait till next year. In Williamsburg, Jack Jones, TV9 Eyewitness News.
Williamsburg, Iowa, to be precise, which is believed to be the site of the world's largest beach party ever held farther than 1,200 miles from the nearest ocean. Now, as you might imagine, this presents certain logistical problems, unless, of course, you're willing to bring the beach to you.
The sand came mostly from Iowa, but the water for this shallow swimming pool was said to have been trucked in from the Pacific Ocean near San Diego. This guy swore he saw it happen.
The water ran right under my legs into a hose. You can testify it's California water, Pacific Ocean water. Pure. From where? From Pacific Beach in San Diego, California. Is this water any different than Iowa water?
Yes.
How?
It has salt in it.
Very good, Rosie.
The event, held in a field surrounded by this year's corn crop, is actually a fundraiser. 13 local charities will benefit to the tune of about $20,000, according to the organizer.
Why a beach party? Why not say a corn festival or a swine gala or something?
Well,
why a beach party?
For our own community, other people already have that. They've got corn days and everything else around. We wanted something that was totally unique to our area, and that's why we came up with a beach party.
20,000 people showed up over the course of the two-day event. They came for the volleyball and for the Hunka Hunka contest, or maybe to ride the mechanized surfboard, or maybe for the wildest beach attire contest. This guy won. This girl didn't. You figure it out. Mainly, though, it seems they came because it was a hot summer weekend, and the music was good, and everybody else was there.
I'm here for the artistic value. There's many shapes, many forms that you can only usually get at museums. Here they are in beautiful Iowa.
I see all kinds of cornfields being from Indiana, but I've never seen one with a whole lot of sand in the middle of it. It's got to be the strangest party I've ever been to.
Do you realize what kind of a sunburn you're getting there?
I'm going to be miserable tomorrow, but it's well worth it. This is the best beach party in a cornfield that I have ever been to, and I'm going to do it again next year!
How about cleaning up afterwards? You won't find any more Pacific salt water. They've pulled the plug on the pool, but all the sand will stay here on what's fondly called the Wawa Beach for next year's beach party. Coming
Party here in Williamsburg.
Good evening. Tonight we are celebrating Iowa live from the site of the world's biggest beach party in the heart of Iowa County.
We'll tell you what you can expect to see and do this weekend if you come to the beach party tomorrow and Sunday, but first, today's news.
The whole project is there for about 650 people. I'm just a small part of it.
How many bands?
We have 10 bands for the weekend, including headliners. Saturday would be the Grassroots, and on Sunday we've got Freddie Cannon and, of course, Chubby Checker.
Yeah, Chubby Checker's got a big hit out now. That must have made you organizers feel good when he got another
We got word of it last January when we were concluding the program, our contract with Chubby Checker, just before the Super Bowl, because he was a headline entertainment for the halftime at the Super Bowl. And we found out that he was going to do the video with the Fat Boys. So it's been, and number 13, I think, this week on MTV. So
everything that goes around comes around. How many people do you expect this weekend?
Well, we can handle probably 40,000, but we'll be real happy if we have 20,000. you know, we're prepared for anything.
Okay, terrific. Well, good luck. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Hundreds of residents have worked thousands of hours on this year's beach party. Joe Kelly reports that if this heat wave keeps up, water will be a valuable commodity here.
Most of the partiers at the world's biggest beach party won't think about what it takes to make it all happen.
We're going to need at least one that taco deal, and that's going to have to...
But without the more than 600 workers who lay water lines, organize events, and build the stage, the party wouldn't be the world's biggest anything.
It's worth it in the end. That's the main thing. It brings attention to the area and to the community, and yeah, it brings money into the community, of course.
Most everybody working is involved with the service organization and raising funds for their purpose.
And the beach party raises the funds. Organizers say last year the event raised about $18,000 for nonprofit organizations. This year's party could raise a lot of hot, thirsty people as well. Weather forecasts say extreme heat and humidity could continue all weekend.
To try to beat the heat, organizers say they're pumping in twice as much water as in years past. They'll spray the hot crowd with this fire hose from atop the lifeguard chair.
We're thinking about changing from no Wawa Beach to Wawa Beach so that everybody knows we have plenty of water here to spray everybody down.
Organizers hope to entertain about 9,000 beach lovers both days this weekend. Then, they say it's time to think about next year. Jill Kelly, Channel 2 News, Williamsburg.
Trek to Williamsburg, most had a splashing good time, but they weren't the only ones smiling.
The world's biggest beach party is more than just having fun in the sun. To area businesses such as this gas station, it's a chance to reap in big bucks.
I know that the event will probably have spent $75,000 or $80,000 in the county that would not have been spent except for this event.
Many of the beachcombers came from faraway places such as Chicago, Michigan, and even Canada. That means they stayed overnight. As a result, places such as the Crest Motel were booked 2 months in advance.
So that's unusual.
Yes, it is. Right. Very unusual to be full one special night that far ahead of time.
I've talked to several businesses in town that tell me the week of the beach party is their biggest week of the year. And I've talked to some more businesses that say that it is the second biggest week of the year next to Christmas.
The flock of people who trekked to Williamsburg also brought along their appetites. This meant local restaurants saw bigger crowds than usual.
During the middle of the day, it's pretty quiet while it's going on, and then when things let out, it gets pretty busy. And then that'll last into the wee hours of the morning.
And of course, the out-of-towners had to gas up to get back to where they came from. So they not only pumped fuel into their cars, but also money into the local economy. With all this extra business, one gets the impression some were sad to see this weekend slide away. Eric Nelson, Channel 2 News, Williamsburg.
And organizers say this year's beach party was the most successful ever in terms of ticket sales and attendance.
Of the athletes that are participating in the summer games in Seoul, Korea. And this is the world's largest Bon Voyage card that we're taking around the country to 30 different cities, collecting signatures of support.
Okay, and people are invited to I'm told that we don't have a picture here, but what are the dimensions of this card? Let's just...
Well, the card is about 30 feet long and 13 feet high. It has enough room, so far we know, for over 5,000 signatures. That's the maximum that we've collected, and hoping to break that record here over the weekend.
Okay, so people can come to the beach party and sign it then, huh?
That's correct. We'll be down here collecting signatures.
And where does it go from here?
We'll be moving on to Minneapolis from here. This is the middle of a 30-city tour. Stephen Schooler is sending about 550 family members over to Korea for the summer games.
And then this will go with them, and...
No, this card will end up in Los Angeles in the middle of September, where it will be on display when we have a Bon Voyage party with the family members in Los Angeles.
Okay. Jeff, thanks very much for being with us.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Maggie?
Looks more like a